Hey Cancer, just getting ready to do your reading for what you have to look forward to. So we're dealing with a lot of cosmic activity that we'll never see again, and I know I keep saying that, but that's, I go to astrologers and seek the information, and that's what keeps happening. And I think it's happening all this year, just certain aspects that we'll never see again in our lifetime. So I just said, you know what, we can't navigate all of that. Let's just see, what do we have to look forward to. So I'm going to start with an Empathic Oracle. So the descriptions of these cards I will read. They are focused on it's like they're speaking to an empath, so you may identify as one or not, but it still has crucial information. So Spirit, show us clearly what Cancer has to look forward to. And we have the future. Okay, let's see if we can get that in there. Future, number 39. So let's read what that has to say, the future. All right. In my future, I will become what I was meant to be. There are many different teachings about how our future unfolds. Some believe that it happens by random chance. Some believe that it is a slave to the good and bad choices we have made. And others practice conscious projection of thought so that what they desire can be manifested. Each of these beliefs embodies some truth as well as limitations. How many times has your future been judged as less bright as you look at the time and energy invested and then become disappointed in what you were given in return? Or worse yet, the belief that you will be a victim forever and nothing will ever change as you experience endless cycles of negativity. Wow, that's severe. As an empath, your gift of the future is realized in your ability to feel and experience energetic choice and belief. You soon discover that every moment has been teaching you all aspects of energy, how it is controlled by your intentions, and that it has been preparing you for your future. The lessons of life begin to seem less challenging when you realize that they are teaching you the gift that you are. Changes begin to come from a place of need to experience all that is living, or all that is loving and positive. Curiosity soon lessens the bounds of energetic baggage, and even the experience that all that I need is present before me can begin to take hold. Trust and intuition soon become the guide that leads you into the gift of your future and the gift you are to its unfolding. So it says to ask yourself, am I allowing myself to be present to my future as it unfolds? Am I stuck in endless cycles where every moment has become the same? Is this situation the same one I have experienced over and over? Is it about time to break this cycle? So yeah, when you start feeling yourself seeing repeating patterns, it's because there's a lesson that you haven't learned. And so taking that time to really look at what lesson you're meant to learn is going to be crucial to what you're trying to manifest for the future. Because obviously we're always trying to improve our circumstances, kind of shape our future based on where we're trying to head, right? Shape the now in order to manifest our future. And it's funny because coming into this reading, what I was really getting a feeling of is there's a lot of people that don't set their intention on the new moon, which the new moon in Cancer is coming up next week, I believe. And I feel like you are manifesting. And I think that if you realize that you're manifesting whatever you're not even realizing you're putting your focus toward. So if you're putting your focus toward something that is not what you want, if you're not putting your energy toward what you want with intention, you're still manifesting. It's just not what you want. That is a big eye-opener for many. So at the bottom of the deck, we have Earth, and I feel like this is really a call to be present, enjoy the present, but also keep yourself grounded and be mindful of what you are manifesting for your future. So now we're going to get a law of attraction card. So this talks about, you know, career and money, but I feel like, you know, it kind of overlaps into other areas of our life. So let's see what we have for Cancer. All right. And we have support. And it says, I surround myself with supportive people who believe in my dreams. So this is a conscientious action. This is about looking at who is in your surrounding, who is within your energy field that is, are they supporting you or are they draining you? It's not always just one or the other. They're either in support of your dreams passively, or maybe they're very involved. What I like about this is if you look, there is a horse that's by itself climbing its own mountain, and then there's this warrior here by himself, but then you also have a warrior that is on the horse. So they are together and, you know, accomplishing things. So it's like recognizing where you need support, recognizing who is supporting you and who isn't. It's kind of like that thing, if you're not for me, then you're against me in a way. And at the bottom of the deck, we have awareness. So it's really about making yourself aware of your surroundings. Who is in your energy field, and do they align with you? All right, so let's get a Crystal Angels card to look at health and well-being. Okay. We have turquoise, spiritual path. Beautiful. And it says, your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. So I feel like this goes very well in line with handling things in the present, because this is what's going to kind of map out your future, right? I mean, so it's all about your spiritual path. It's about connecting to the divine to really receive that guidance in the direction that you're supposed to go, getting aligned within so that you are clear about your spiritual path as well. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck we have fluorite, and it says natural beauty and authenticity. Be yourself as God made you, naturally attractive and lovable inside and out. So this is all about being yourself, your true self. And again, I was funny because I realized that I don't know how to use all these filters and stuff that they have here on TikTok. And I'm like, realized that some of my videos I had messed with the smoothing or and my face looked like this skinny. And then another video, it looked even bigger than what it is. And I was like, okay, that's why I don't know what I'm doing there. So, you know, it's just much easier to be yourself, right? Maybe not. Maybe it's not so easy to be yourself. It just depends on your environment, right? It depends on who's around you, and if you give your own self-worth determined by who's around you, and they aren't fulfilling you or you know, making you feel comfortable in your own authenticity, it says something about you trying to put that in somebody else's hands, but it also says something about what needs to happen in your environment. And that goes back to the support and awareness of your environment. All right, so let's go ahead and get your reading here. So what do we have as the recent past energy for Cancer? And we have the Ace of Cups. So I feel like this is that coming to terms with that love for self, that compassion, and there's like a forgiveness that's happened, a healing that's happened. And it's kind of like maybe you were at a point where you had to dump your whole cup because it was toxic. And so now you're in a place of really having that overflowing energy, love for self, accepting love from others, being open and receptive to that. All right, so what is the current energy for Cancer? And we have the Six of Wands, victory. So what I'm getting here is that this is something that really helped you. Once you really learn to love yourself, it really helped you to have that self-worth, that confidence, and it's allowed you to feel beautiful and authentic within yourself. And knowing that this is like that victory. There's something where you were in the spotlight and you really, for once, felt beautiful. I'm not saying you've always not felt that way. I just know that I'm Cancer rising. I know that there is a struggle with self-image and self-worth, and I feel like there's something that recently is either happened very recently or is about to happen that's going to kind of solidify that love for self and that true acceptance of your authenticity being good enough, your self-worth. All right, so what is the challenge here for Cancer? And we are camping under the stars. I still got my PJs on. All right, and we have the Seven of Swords. So there may be, that's the thing. When you have anyone toxic around you and you start to let go of that toxicity, you're going to find people come up against you. You're going to feel like it's, 6-1, but you're going to have the high ground. So this is this kind of crisis feeling. It's a challenge, but it's like you're operating in your truth. And if that upsets other people, you're still going to have that higher ground because they can't change your truth, if that makes sense to you. All right, so what is the advice from Spirit here? And we have the Queen of Swords. So this is all about that clear knowing and focused on the truth and not what others are telling you, and being very clear with your intentions, your actions, your communication. So I love that. That's your advice to get through whatever this challenge, this crisis of people coming up against you. It's like there's nobody can take anything away from you. Only you can, right? Being very clear with that. All right, so what's the outcome here? And we have, I love it, Strength. We have the Strength card. So beautiful. It's like this little crisis, this challenge, it's meant to really bring about that true, like the physical manifestation of all the emotional and mental and spiritual work that you've been doing. It's all to strengthen you, and it's like realize your strength, if that makes sense. At the bottom of the deck we have the Three of Swords. So what I'm getting here is that this is all about understanding that you have your own power to heal, and things that break your heart is, I'm going to say 99%, you're able to determine that, if that makes sense. The only thing is grief over the loss of a loved one, but aside from that, I feel like, in relationships, in career, anything, when your heart is broken, that is a choice you're making. But it's like, are you going to allow moving forward to determine that every case will happen with that same outcome, right? So it's like, being very clear, what are the lessons I was meant to learn by going through that heartbreak, and allowing yourself to feel the pain, allowing yourself to shed the tears. Like, this idea that you always have to be the strong one, it doesn't really serve anybody, because in the end, you're going to suffer that pain, probably worse than you would have if you just acknowledged it when it happened. So let's go ahead and clarify. Why is this Ace of Cups here as the recent past? And we have Justice. So yeah, I feel like this was getting balanced within. you know, I feel like this was really a call where you may have had some karmic balance happen, a karmic relationship where you dumped your cup and now you're operating from that pure place within. Beautiful. Why is this Six of Wands here as the current energy for Cancer? And we have the Eight of Wands. Okay, so this could be in communications. This could be, I just feel like this is your positive momentum forward. And you've had this victory so that you can keep that momentum going. That's what I'm really feeling here. It was like, you know, whether it was something that just happened, personal victory within, I still feel like it did help your overall self-worth and understanding of your authenticity. So why is this Seven of Swords here as the challenge? And we have the High Priestess. So this could definitely be about your spiritual beliefs. You may feel like you're in the position of having to defend what you have learned or what you have come to believe. But this is also having that feeling, maybe this is what I'm getting, because we also have this awareness card here. I feel like there is something that is stirring in your intuition about your current environment, feeling like there's something that is not kosher. There's something that either someone is doing behind your back or has ill intentions, and this is a test for you to trust your intuition. And you don't have to have proof of that. If something energetically feels off, you can remove yourself from that situation or that person or that job or whatever the case is. And I know that that's easier said than done, but I feel like that is, I don't like to use the word test, but it is kind of the test of you trusting your intuition and not waiting until you see the physical proof of it, because then it could be much worse, right? You're catching it early. I mean, it's almost like if you look at it as like a health thing, if you catch it early, then there's ways to overcome it much easier. But if you wait until it's, you know, blown to something way bigger, then it's much harder to manage and to overcome. Okay, so why is this Queen of Swords here as the advice? And we have the Three of Pentacles. So this goes back to that support. If you're not with me, then you're against me. Like if, you know, and it doesn't mean that you have to nix everyone in your life that isn't 100% on board with what you have going on. But those closest to you, if you feel like you are just in order to accomplish what you want to accomplish, you're constantly getting someone coming against you, then those are the ones that you need to let go. Who is in support of you? Those are who you want to have closest to you. All right, and who will, you know, who will fortify your cup now that you've purified your cup and that you have self-love? Who is also like fortifying that and not trying to take away from it, to where you're constantly having to remind yourself that you're worth better? Okay, so why is this Strength card here as the outcome? And we have the Seven of Pentacles. And so, yeah, I feel like, you know, this is that understanding, you know, that that you've worked really hard, and it's like every pentacle here was rightly earned, and it's like that is what has made you stronger. What doesn't kill you has made you stronger. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Page of Wands. So this is really a call to action, to really be aware of your surroundings and understand that your environment plays a huge role, so within, so without. So if you have conflict going on around you, that's also conflict going to be reflected within, if that makes sense to you. All right, so Let's get some Making Magic cards as the guidance to close this out. If you came in late, I will repost this reading on my YouTube, so check it out there in its entirety. All right, Spirit, what is the guidance for Cancer? What do they have to look forward to? And we have Abracadabra with wings, fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. So this is like the Magician card. So it's really understanding your power, understanding that you are creating your reality, and the good fortune and lucky chances is what you have to look forward to. I feel like the only thing missing here is the Wheel of Fortune card, but everything says that the energy is going in your favor, but you have to take action. You can't just, it's not going to fall from the sky in this situation, not to say it doesn't ever. But in this situation, it's really about being very mindful of your environment and setting it up for the best success for your future. What else do we have? Fairy magic. Respectfully work with the fairies and elementals to achieve your goals. And I love how it says respectfully work. So, you know, this is talking about using the magic around you in a respectful way, but also respecting yourself and only allowing those that are respecting you to be in your environment. Let's get one more. And we have the festival. Creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. So in the US, we are about to celebrate July 4th, Independence Day. So if you celebrate that, and so they're bringing to your attention some type of festival, party, or event. All right, so that is the messages that came through for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I do appreciate it. Like I said, just check out the entirety of this. I'll repost it on my YouTube. And thank you so much. Remember, the universe has your back, and so do I. Take care.